we've been talking about friendships lately, and, you know, what about man's best friend?
Yeah, pets are great, aren't
Pets,
they?
yeah,
Yeah.
they are.
And, you know, it's one of those things that, I mean, some pets obviously, you know, are a bit more work than others, but it's a good feeling having something living, you know, near you. You don't feel that you're on your own.
Yeah.
And, they have become great friends to many people.
You've got someone to love, and it's a responsibility as well that can help you, you know, if you're, you know, a bit lonely, unmotivated, it gives you something to look forward to care for, doesn't it?
That's right. Since we started domesticating animals, that's a few, you know, hundreds of years ago, we found that, animals have a certain capacity to love back, to appreciate what, you know, when you give them food and, you know, and when you do things for them, and it's unconditional a lot of the time.
That's
some
right.
more than others. You know, dogs
Cats are a bit.
Cats are they're kind of like, what are you going to do for me? You know,
they
thing.
are. But dogs,
and dogs, dogs are just incredible, aren't they?
Yeah,
And most dogs, anyway. I mean, they do give unconditional love. Some people even say that they do even more than that. They're capable of absorbing a lot of your emotional pain.
Yeah.
And
even sickness, they know when something's wrong with you, don't
they?
Yeah.
They give their whole being, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
To the person that they love and loves them back. But there are a lot of animals that are wonderful as pets, and people, we've all had the odd fish or the
we have.
There's all and some people have reptiles and other birds, and I think it says a lot about your personality too sometimes.
Yeah.
But either way, you know, I remember when I was a kid, I had this plant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was on the balcony. We lived in a flat, and I gave it a name and everything, and it was one of those things that, for me, it was like this living thing that I used to take care of, and for kids it's wonderful because it teaches them responsibility.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
And also it teaches us, in one way, the code of life, how you know, when you give, you know, you receive back. With pets, you get that, especially when you give love, you receive it back, and unconditionally. With humans, it's a little bit different, and we learn that as we go along. But they're wonderful company.
Some people prefer, you know, say dogs to people. I know that.
Yeah.
Have spoken to people that do. Yeah, I think because they just give unconditional love and they don't expect anything back in return other than, you know, their food. They even hope for that, don't they?
That's right. Well, it's a different experience. You know, a lot of people that go to that extreme, I suppose, maybe they've had some bad experiences and so forth. Yeah. And it's good to have people. We still need people around us, individuals.
We do.
Yeah, we're social beings.
We are.
And it's been researched. We do better when we have the right people, of course, around us. And we don't need many, just one.
Yep.
One good friend, one good person. But the friendship of, if you like to call it that, of a pet is totally different. It's special as well, and it adds to our life.
That's right.
And so it's important, I think, that those people out there that find themselves on their own.
Yeah.
Some might have social issues that find it difficult to talk to others and relate, and therefore create friendships. Start off with a pet, anything, even a fish, anything, something easy.
Plants.
Yeah, you just see it grow. You know, you feed it, and there is a relationship forming in one way or another, and it just it's a good start to eventually maybe move on to people if we can.
That's right. And give it a lot of love, and it gives you a lot of love back, just like people do too.
Yeah.
They have good friends, don't they? They're always there for us to support us no matter what, even if we haven't spoken for a long time, like being able to catch up. Our real friends are always there.
That's right. As we go along in life, we become more selective, of course, and more, and you have less time, or other people start becoming more important in your life, but there are those friends that we catch up with every now and then, like you say, Deb, that no questions asked, we just give them a hug, we haven't seen him for ages, it's all good, start from there.
Pick up where we left off.
Yeah, those friendships are rare and they're wonderful.
Yeah.
And it's, I think, someone that is happy totally in one way, and has a bit of everything, has a good friend, is in a loving relationship, enjoys their job, has a love for music and art and all these things that gives us a lot of satisfaction.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be one thing. Actually, one thing maybe wouldn't do it. I'm a big believer of those, a little bit of everything, but a good balance.
Nice balance.
Not much of it. You don't need much. And so, one good friend, relationships with your pets, and obviously pets tend to live less. Their lives are short unless you've got a tortoise. And then they might outlive you, or an elephant. Yeah. But for most of the time, and then so it's also it reminds us of the cycle of life, doesn't it?
Yeah.
In a shorter version. And again, wonderful for kids to learn.
That's right. And they also, because we take them for walks, that's dogs anyway, they get us out and about and all of that, meeting people, making friends, talking about our animals that have something in common.
That's right. And other animals approach, so you tend to meet other people.
Yeah, you do.
And it is a wonderful way of meeting, especially when you've got a nice pet, approachable pet.
I remember one of my sons, when he was in high school, he got a really nice, cute little dog that attracted the girls because they go, "Oh, isn't your dog beautiful?" So, he attracted all the girls, didn't he?
It's a wonderful starter, isn't it? It's better than what some like you doing in a place like this. It's a far better starting point than that, less tacky, I suppose. And no, that's right. I mean, if that's one way for someone that's single that wants to meet someone.
Yeah.
And
go grab a cute dog.
Get a cute dog. It works.
They're all cute, aren't they?
But it's the physical exercise as well that's important. You get out. The pets need that, and also the other responsibilities of making sure they're healthy, taking them to the vet, buying food. It occupies your day. And, we did do a show many, many years ago on philanthropy, on giving, on the satisfaction of giving. And so when you do that, whether it's for another person or a pet, it gives us a certain amount of satisfaction and happiness, and unconditional giving.
It does. And just quickly, if you can't afford to have a pet, you can also always do pet sitting.
Yeah.
I did it for 10 years, and I have hundreds and hundreds of beautiful little dogs and cats and birds and lots of things, and gardens that I've minded over the years.
Yeah, that's right. You've done that, and it's a wonderful experience, I can imagine.
Yeah.
And also, of course, if people can't afford to buy pets, but they can afford to keep them, there's places where, that we need to go and visit. And
that's right.
And I'm sure they'll find a pet that will be very, very grateful.
I think so.